What? Everybody's favorite thing, hemming those jeans. So I marked it. Okay, so one thing, if you're hemming jeans that have not been washed, whatever the mark is in the inseam that you want, like they're a 28-inch long inseam, just do yourself a favor and measure a 1/4 inch more into the hem, because nothing is worse than a hem that is too short. A hem that is a little bit long is okay. A hem that is too short, whew, boy, that just always fails. So I did not bother to match the thread because I cannot find my jeans thread somewhere. It's somewhere. And Mr. said that he didn't care anyway because they're hems, you're just going to tread on them. So we're just going to match the thread today. And I think that the trick with the jeans thread is going over, you know, what happens when you go over these thick intersections. Notice my clips again. What do you do? And where do you stop and start? I would stop and start in the inseam. And there's a question for you. Where is the inseam? So you want to open your jeans like all the way up and then find the crotch seam and then follow it all the way down the leg, and that's the inseam. You sew on the right side of the fabric. You kind of feel it. Make sure when you do a jeans hem, you want to keep the stitch length a little bit longer. This jeans hem is pretty thick. Make sure you have a jeans needle. That's like a size 100 needle. Size 16 100 needle is a jeans needle. This is, I'm measuring it at the 15 millimeter mark, which is about 5/8 inch. There's a 10, 15, and a 20. 15 millimeters, because this is a Husqvarna Viking, so that's European spec, or we use metric system. I could get a non-metric faceplate, but you know, that would be extra money, and you know, don't want to spend extra money. So anyway, whoo, now we come to a big hump. What do you do when you get to a hump? You use this tool and you stick it behind. Do you see that? And now when I go over, it'll be fine. And then I stick it around. And I'm gonna use the hand wheel to go through this gazillion layers of jeans, because I just folded it up, so there's like 20 layers of jeans like right here. It could do it, but I'm just gonna go over it. You gotta make sure that, there you go, all good. Clip off. Again, doing it in the round, right? How come you don't do it on the free arm? Well, because see, then I would have to, you know, take my machine out of this cool table. And it's like extra work. And I'm used to doing it in the round, because ever since I had a sewing machine, I didn't have, when I started sewing, I was like in the year 2000. My first sewing machine was a sewing machine that I got from the store in Value Village in Seattle, and I think it cost $30. It was this Kenmore, and again, what am I doing? Right? Put that behind it. There's a tool called the hump jumper that does this. This is just a tool that comes with the Viking. It was a Kenmore, like 1972 Kenmore or something. I finally looked it up to see how old it was, and it was in the thrift store in like almost mint condition. And so I bought it for $30. It was not in the table. It It was just the machine that had clearly been taken out of a dedicated table. Someone had taken the table for something else and left the machine. And it did not have a free arm. All done. All done. You can't see it because it blends, but it's pretty good. When you do a jeans hem, make sure you always do it on the right, or any hem. Make sure you always do the hem that you will see, stitch it on the right side of the fabric. Anyway, my first machine did not have a free arm. So, for the first, that machine finally died in, what year is that? 2011. So, I had that machine for 10 years before it finally went up to sewing machine heaven. And it didn't really go up to sewing machine heaven. I sold it to a lady who collected those types of machines. So, I should turn the fix on if I actually don't really like the fix. I just got used to sewing in round, not having a free arm. Free arm's kind of like, good. Okay, now see, it won't go up because it's like got nothing. Let's put the hump jumper. This in front. And I got used to no free arm for armholes and for hems and for everything, and then when I had a machine finally with a free arm, I tried using it sometimes, and I found that I just got myself so tangled up that I just went back to never using the free arm. This got tied up. Which probably sounds like really, really funny to some people who are like, oh gosh, I have to have my free arm. I don't know. Maybe you do. They're not that important to me. Sorry, my hand gets in the way of the camera. I don't really know where to put the camera for this. I don't know, maybe this isn't necessary, this tool, probably. I'm so used to using it that I don't ever do jeans hems without it since the year 2000. All done. Jeans hem's all done. So jeans hems, you mark it, you fold it, you iron it, then you sew it. Make sure you stitch it on the right side of the fabric. Make sure you have a longer stitch length, and if you can, match it with the kind of denim, denim stuff. That's good. Otherwise, forget it. If it's a hem, nobody's going to see it anyway, right? You're just going to walk on it. And I've seen some of the hems nowadays, or even some of the seaming, right? It's all matching. Not so much for men's jeans, but certainly for the ladies' jeans, everything matches. So there you go. Least favorite task. All done. Actually, this isn't my least favorite task. My least favorite task for hemming is always, if you want, you can iron this afterwards. My least favorite task for hemming is men's dress pants that are either lined or I think lining is the worst. And the second is the men's dress pants that have to have a blind hem. So jeans hem is, you got to use this little tool or another tool they call a hump jumper. But really, it's not that bad. You can do it. I can do it. You can do it.